Are we going live now?
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
It's really true, is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 33 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, 33 years later, through the grace of God, I can honestly say now I'm a smartass. Yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this. I want everybody out there who's struggling to know someone is listening. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm also a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please, please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com, and please subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. My book is now also on audio, guys, with my voice. My producer, Ruben, is now doing audio books, and he did my book. It's incredible, and you can go to my website if you want to buy that. If you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. Before I introduce my really cool, incredible guest, I want to just give a shout out to only one of my sponsors today, and there's a reason why I'm only mentioning one. Her name is Paula Ann from Ablaze Entertainment, and she's actually my connection with this wonderful young man, Ellis. But she's doing something now. She's presenting Christmas for a Cause, helping all the victims of Hurricane Helene that devastated and destroyed, oh my gosh, a ton of counties within North and South Carolina, as well as East Tennessee. All right? Aid is being provided, relief for those impacted by such a serious, vicious storm. All right, so she's got sponsorship packages as well. Donations for Christmas for a Cause. They're in need of clothing, non-perishable food, water, medical supplies, phones, toiletries, prepaid gift cards. If you would like to donate any of the above items, please send it to this address: 2416 Music Valley Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37214. Attention, LaDonna. Or you could get in touch with me and I can give you that information, okay? They also have a donation box on their ticket page for Eventbrite, www.eventbrite.com, and Christmas for a Cause tickets. So you can get all the information there. And you can also register info.christmasforacause@gmail.com or www.ablazeentertainment.net. All right, so she's going to have a lot of incredible, singers and entertainment. And I want to just tell you a little bit about the cause. Christmas for a Cause was created for one reason: to help all those impacted by Hurricane Helene. Okay, they're in desperate need of food and clothes and survival things, everything. Okay, so please, please, please reach out. Okay, the Geri Petito Show is also one of her sponsors. Please, please reach out to me. Okay, thank you. So now, I want to introduce this really cool guy who's incredible. All right, so Ellis Schoel, say hello to everybody.
Hello, hello. How you doing? How we doing?
We doing, baby, we doing. So tell everyone, where are you from?
I'm from Montreal,
Okay.
Montreal, Canada. Lived here my whole life. Yeah, grew up. It's a bilingual city. Grew up going to school in French. And yeah, lived here 25 years, and
Okay,
yeah, it's
so
wonderful.
I have a question because I have friends
Yeah.
in Canada, okay, Montreal as well. And I want you to say the word ABOUT.
I see where you're going. All right.
Say it how
So
you say it.
how do I say it? Okay, I say about.
I know. You do not sound like your typical Canadian. They don't say about, they say about. So,
Yeah,
how come you don't sound like you're from Canada?
that's a good question. It always sort of depends on the regions of Canada that you're in. It might be because we have the French language, that the accent didn't develop as much in this part of the country. I mean, probably if you go places, uh, certain places in Canada, they definitely have more of that, like
Okay.
the about,
About,
yeah,
about.
yeah. Yeah, there's like a big emphasis
Okay, I
on,
love it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. It's a good accent. It's
I
a nice
love it.
accent.
I love all
Yeah,
accents. I'm an accent
yeah.
freak, okay? I've
Okay.
been all over the world and I go
Mm.
really to hear the people talk and talk to me.
Yeah, yeah. Would you have which ones have you really enjoyed? What accents are you like a fan of?
So, okay, so I mean, I've been to Ireland, I've been to Germany, I've been to
Mm.
Russia, I've been everywhere. Um, and I got to tell you, I don't know if I could say I love this one more than this one because I'm so fascinated with all accents. I just love it. I'm like this, like, talk to me. I
Right,
just love
right.
it all. I
Yeah,
just
it's always so cool
absolutely,
to like.
I love it all. I love Southern accents, okay? I just love it all.
Mm,
So,
yeah, Southern accent's a good
you
one.
know? All right,
Yeah,
so now,
very smooth.
yeah, smooth baby.
Yeah,
So now,
yeah,
let's get into you. I'm going to ask you, and another shout out to Paula Ann for this incredible introduction. I'm going to ask
definitely.
you a couple questions, but then I want you to really tell your story, and then we have three of your songs we're going to play. So I know you're young, but who influenced you in the musical industry?
Yeah, yeah, I've had a lot of like influences throughout the years. I sort of really grew up listening to people like Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay.
Yeah, like the folky aspect. I'm a huge fan of like lyricism and stuff like that, and I think that Paul Simon has probably written some of the most
Very
beautiful
cool.
lyrics in
Okay.
the
What
history of songs,
what about
like to be
Elvis? Come
honest.
on. Come on. What about
Uh,
Elvis?
yeah, Elvis is pretty good too. Elvis has got like a solid. He's got like such a wonderful energy about
Yeah.
him that it's like it's something that and it's really unique. Like nobody.
Right.
There was a couple. Well, yeah, there's some people that were able, to sort of move and play like that and stuff like that. But like Elvis has like this persona and this like
Yeah.
it, individual thing that
Right.
is like so special to him.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, there's only one Elvis,
yeah.
baby, but I got
There's
to
only
tell
one
you,
Elvis.
you're incredible. Your
Oh,
music is
thank you.
off the charts, and I'm not
Thank
just
you.
saying that. Okay,
That's
if
really
I thought
kind.
your music was just good, I'd be like, oh, your music's really good. I'm not saying that. Your music is
Thanks. Well,
amazing.
I think there's probably a lot of well, Paul Simon to thank for that. He there's something, yeah, like within his guitar playing, within his phrasing, like his melody, like all that stuff that I've really, really admired. And sort of that folky way of writing is sort of, I guess, um, kept 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 going, been passed down, right? And then like if I think about some other people that maybe they were influenced by Paul Simon, but are also like folky or sort of that singer songwriter vibe, like somebody like Ed Sheeran, like
Oh yeah,
who yeah has had like like incredible songs. Uh, he's another person that definitely influences my music.
amazing.
And I mean, yeah. Like there's something about like and also thematically things like that. Like there are people that write a lot about like like love and falling in love or falling out of love or things that are personal to them, the way that they feel, and it's almost like um they use songwriting like as a vehicle to be able to talk about how they feel. And That's another thing I think that's probably emulated on my behalf, like from uh, these uh, these songwriters and these incredible artists.
So one more question, and then we're going to play one of your songs, and then you'll talk
Mhm.
about the song. And here's one more question. Because I'm a poet, I'll be reading a poem also today. So
Awesome.
when you write music, when you write songs, what comes first, or is it a little bit of a mixture? Is it the words or the melody? All of a sudden you hear a melody, or you got words already?
Yeah, I think it's sort of case by case, like where um, sometimes I'll have like this chord progression that sounds really good, and like I don't necessarily have the words yet,
Okay.
but there's something that those chords are like telling you. Like it's almost um like this word with this sort of um like consonant structure within the word, or within like even a line, like the vowels sounds o whatever it is, like that is like meant to fit with that progression. um that sort of uh that sort of comes out like almost flowy, very like something that's flowing out of you, that's like coming naturally. So yeah, like sometimes that's how it is, or sometimes it's like something happens in my life, and you know things definitely take certain different amount of time to process, depending on what
Okay.
those situations were. But eventually, like something happens where there will be like a moment of like inspiration. It could be like something very like mundane, and but it just sparks like inspiration, and I'll think of a line. It could be something, I'm on the bus, like 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 and oh, this thing pops into your head,
Right.
and it's like, okay, well, I'll write it down on my phone. And So sometimes it's that kind of a thing that starts a song, and
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's give everybody a treat. Let's play your first song, and then you'll talk about it.
of course, yeah,
Here
love
we
to.
go.
3 a.m. Friday night, I still see your face. And the sweater you wore still in the same place. I still smell your perfume, couldn't wash your pillowcase. One last piece of you now that I can't replace. And I still hear you walking down these halls, see your shadow dancing on these walls. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. And you're the one that haunts me the most, and I'm still living here with your ghost. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. Late at night when I'm driving on down these streets, hear the playlist that we called You and Me. Even when I go to grab a couple groceries, I can't help but pick up all your favorite things. And I still hear you walking down these halls, see your shadow dancing on these walls. Hand on my heart, the only one I want you're the one that haunts me the most. And I'm still living here with your ghost. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. If only you could see that all along you were my missing piece. And I can't let it be. 'Cause even when you're gone, I'm still giving you the best of me. And I still hear you walking down these halls, see your shadow dancing on these walls. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. And you're the one that haunts me the most. And I'm still living here with your ghost. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold.
All right, so first of all, again, you have a magnificently beautiful voice. Your
Thank you.
songwriting is amazing. Tell everybody about that song.
Yeah, so that one's that's called Hand on My Heart. It was off an album called On the Verge of Something Beautiful. I wrote that one with the guy who produced it. His name is Johnny Black, as well as the guy who mixed it. His name is Mike Piazza, Pizza for short. Um, yeah, they're actually, you guys are in New Jersey, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
we have
they're from New
pizza.
York, I think.
Oh,
So.
okay. Yeah, and we have good pizza.
Oh, I've heard some of the best pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's a it was a song that it's very like visual. It's very like evoking of like visual aspects. This idea of like it being late at night and like seeing somebody sort of and longing for somebody, seeing them. Still, like I still see you walking down these halls. No, I still hear you walking down these halls. Sorry, if I see your shadow dancing on these walls, kind of thing.
Right.
Like it's very like going through these memories of like a sort of a relationship that, um, like is taking. You're having maybe a hard time like letting go of, for many reasons, and that maybe on the bridge that's expressed like where it's like, you know, I really love that line, and I'll say that obviously it was a co-write, so the last line of the bridge that goes, and even when you're gone, I'm still giving you the best of me, which is I believe Johnny came up with that. I'm gonna come up with the beginning of it, and then he came up with the end of it, but it's like it was a feeling that I think I was trying to express for a long time, and like he was just able to pinpoint it like really accurately, and it was like pretty pretty special, which is one of the beautiful things about
Yeah,
songwriting.
it's beautiful.
You
How
yeah.
Before we play your next track, how long have you been writing songs and how long have you been singing?
Yeah, they sort of, yeah, I've been singing for a long time. I've been singing. My mom tells me I was like 4 years old, I think, singing in the bathtub. She's a big Barbara Streisand fan, and I think she said I would sing Barbara Streisand like in the bath or something like that. And so yeah, like I've been singing it since I was quite young. But writing songs, I was either 17 or 18 when I wrote my first song. And again, like I guess, my mom has a part to play in that as well, because I would write. You said you were a poet, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I used to write poetry as well,
Oh, cool.
quite like spoken word vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, and my mom would tell me, oh, you should put that, you should, you know, put that into song kind of
Beautiful.
thing. And I
Mom,
think
you
for a
did a
while.
good job, Mom. Yes, Mom.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to Mom.
shout out. Yeah. So she encouraged me to do that, and then I was like 17 or 18 when I
Okay.
wrote my first song, and I'm 25 now, so it's been,
A
you
while.
know, a while. Yeah.
So, all right, let's play a second track, producer, and then we'll have you talk about that song.
Wonderful.
Every time that I am with you, I know you can see through the walls I hide behind. Every time that you are near me, I can feel your beauty fill me up inside. And though it may all come crashing down, at least we have right now. We'll always have right now. I've never been too good at love, but you can have this heart to break. And darling, if it's not enough, you'll be a beautiful mistake. So take all that you want from me, but want everything you take. And if it wasn't meant to be, you'll be a beautiful mistake. Every minute you're not with me somehow feels so empty until I see you smile. And every time your arms surround me and your lips they kiss me, I'm happy for a while. And though it may all come crashing down, at least we have right now. We'll always have right now. I've never been too good at love, but you can have this heart to break. And darling, if it's not enough, you'll be a beautiful mistake. So take all that you want from me, but want everything you take. And if it wasn't meant to be, you'll be a beautiful mistake. You'll be a beautiful mistake. I've never been too good at love, but you can have this heart to break. And darling, if it's not enough, you'll be a beautiful mistake. So take all that you want from me, but want everything you take. And if it wasn't meant to be, you'll be a beautiful mistake. Beautiful mistake. Beautiful mistake. Beautiful mistake. Every time that I am with you, I know you can see through the walls I hide behind.
Wow. Okay. Tell us the title of that song and what it's about.
Yes, so that one's called Beautiful Mistake.
Uh-huh.
It's also off the album On the Verge of Something Beautiful. And it's, I have a little story actually to tell about the song. It's sort of a little bit of a side note, I guess. But so yeah, again, I wrote that one with Johnny, and I was sort of like standing. He was sitting playing the piano, and I was standing next to him, and he started playing those chords. He had actually, because we had worked, so we did like 2 days in a row of writing, or working together. And the day previous, I think I'd mentioned, oh, like I like Louis Capaldi kind of a thing. So that night, Johnny wrote that chorus there, like I've never been too good at love. But you can have this heart to break, and darling, if it's not enough, it'd be a beautiful mistake, and sort of the rest of it as well. And it was in that Louis Capaldi vibe, and so he already had that chorus, and then he was so anyways, and then we started from the top of the first verse, and he was playing the chorus, and I was standing next to him, and then those lines sort of shot out of like. Every time that I'm with you, I know you can see through the walls I hide behind. Every time that you're near me, I can feel your beauty fill me up inside. Um, and yeah, like so we wrote it like that, and then once the song was done, or like maybe it was even before the song was fully finished, uh, Johnny wrote it on piano as a piano song, but at the time I didn't play piano. And like it was through this song and through, I guess, how much I wanted to play it, like that I decided, okay, I'm gonna like learn piano.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was like, yeah, I guess I have this song to thank for that motivation to do that.
Beautiful
Um,
mistake. I love it. It's making me want to write a poem about a beautiful mistake. That's priceless.
it's pretty good, eh?
Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's a nice one. Yeah, no, I mean, shout out to Johnny on that. It's he's an incredible writer.
So
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna read
wrote a poem.
Wait, he wrote. He doesn't have much time. He's got to get back to work. Continue your silliness. Hurry up.
What's
Be
the poem?
quick.
What's the poem?
Be quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
To be is the song, and the song is to be. The end.
Okay. All right. That's Ruben. There we go.
Love it, man.
All right. There you go.
Incredible.
All
To
right.
be is a song is to be.
All right.
Yeah.
So, this poem that I wrote is called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. And I like reading that, Ellis, during interviews with entertainers because people out there listening will send me messages like, I wish I could sing like him. I wish I could play the piano like him. I wish I could write, And I want everyone out there to know that they all have something to offer.
For
So,
sure.
if you're struggling with your worth right now, please, please hear these words, guys, okay? Utilizing gifts and talents. We are born with talents. We are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used. God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour, like this guy's doing. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, young man, not keeping them at bay, your name, Ellis Schoel, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And that's what you're doing, kiddo.
That's wonderful. That's beautiful, Jerry.
Thank you. You are making people smile. I know
Thank you.
we've only got a little bit of time left because you have to get back to work, and I appreciate you giving up your time for me. I want.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a
This is
pleasure.
amazing. Before we play your other song, we still have a few minutes. I want you to tell everyone so we don't forget how to get in touch with you. And Paula, give Paula a shout out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can reach out to Paula at a Blaze Entertainment. You can reach out to my manager, Don Bowen. It's uh, Canon Entertainment. And I mean, you got my Instagram. It's Ellis Schoel. I see all my messages there. So if anybody wants to, just just write to me. Like, I love chatting. I love talking to anybody about pretty much anything. So yeah, it'd be a pleasure to just hear from anybody, and yeah, we'll see where the conversation goes.
Okay. So now
Yeah,
let's play our third track, producer, and then we'll have you talk about it.
awesome.
You and I driving with nowhere to go. Favorite song playing on the radio, and it's all I need, yeah. Window rolled down, got the wind in your hair. Feels like we're flying, we ain't going nowhere, and it's all I need, yeah. You and I spending the time of our life. We just won't know it till it passes by. Will you still remember when the days start turning into the years? Will you still remember all the ways I used to wipe all your tears? And how this feels when you're by my side. I want it for the rest of my life. Will you still remember? 'Cause I'll always remember. Just like an angel lending me your wings, saving my heart like you're pulling a string. And it's all I need, yeah. How could I tell you what you mean to me? Bring me to life, you're the air that I breathe, and it's all I need, yeah. Will you still remember when the days start turning into the years? Will you still remember all the ways I used to wipe all your tears? And how this feels when you're by my side. I want it for the rest of my life. Will you still remember? 'Cause I'll always remember. You and I driving with nowhere to go. Favorite song playing on the radio, and it's all I need, yeah. Will you still remember when the days start turning into the years? Will you still remember all the ways I used to wipe all your tears? And how this feels when you're by my side. I want it for the rest of my life. Will you still remember? 'Cause I'll always remember.
That's beautiful. Come on, tell us about this song.
Yeah, so that one is Will You Still Remember? Uh Same album on the Verge of Something Beautiful. It's a fun one. It's got a good, good beat to it, and it's about um, being in being in a relationship, something that you're sort of asking, like, you know, will you always? It's almost like, yeah, will you always love me? Will you always like be there with me, kind of thing. Will you always remember how it is? Because, well, on my end, I will, and I think that, you know, yeah, like whatever is in between those people is something that's incredibly special. Um, uh, so yeah, so it's about it's about everlasting. How about like um, a love with uh, a infinite uh, lifespan.
Okay, I get it. Do you have a special love?
Do I have a special love? At the moment, I don't.
Okay,
Um,
you'll get one because you're so adorable. You'll get one.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
okay, so now about how many songs have you written?
I I don't know. Like the thing about me when I write songs, and there's a singer songwriter, well, singer songwriter. There's a singer artist that I like a lot. Her name is Phoebe Bridgers, and she says that when she writes songs, she tends to rewrite songs more than she does write songs,
Okay.
kind of a thing. So I'd say I'm in that sort of way as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Um, like there's been so many times, to be quite honest with you, that I've started songs and it feels like it's not moving in the direction that I want it to, so I sort of abandon it. Um, and then there's songs that I write them and it's like it takes a while to write them because you want those lines to be something that's like following each other structurally perfectly, kind of a thing. um so I have probably, I mean, I don't know how many songs. That's a great question. I don't know how many songs I've
Okay, so
written.
let me
A decent
20s,
amount.
50s, hundreds, about.
Yeah, I would probably close to like in the 60s,
Okay, so
70s
about there.
kind of
That's pretty
thing.
cool. So
Yeah.
here's my next question for you. And this one you might not be able to answer, but we'll see. Do you have a favorite song of yours that you've written?
My new one. I've got a song coming out actually tonight.
Okay,
Um, yeah, it's called "Come Back to You."
so hold that thought. Do you ever do a cappella?
Yeah,
So could you
yeah.
hit us with a couple choruses here?
All
Debut it
right,
here. Here we go.
all right, all right. Here's the debut. Let's do it. All right. So the chorus goes, calling back, you still calling. It's never you, it's just sometimes I'm falling. Wouldn't wanna know, so I'll be stalling till I come back to you. Wind is cold on your skin, and I just want to bring you in. Man, your love, I'll be hidden when I come back to you. When I come back to you.
So I am giving you a standing ovation from my seat. You are
Thank you.
amazing. That was absolutely, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, that one comes out tonight. We're currently October 10th, so at midnight, Friday, 12 a.m. Um, It'll be on Spotify. It'll be on Apple Music, wherever you get your streaming. And yeah, it's my favorite one, I think, because, and I know, we're probably almost out of time here, but I you mentioned earlier something about sort of, say, recovery, right? Like you're a recovery coach, and for me, this song, that's why it's called "Come Back to You," is because, like, I was in a place in my life where I was pretty lost. I was going through some stuff, and you don't feel like yourself at that point, right? And I was saying, like, in the chorus there, when the line goes, "Wind is cold on your skin, and I just want to bring you in. The man you love, I'll be him when I come back to you." Like, it's really about, like, that idea of, like, yes, coming back to a person, but also, like, being yourself again and feeling like yourself again, after sort of a point where you don't. Um, and so, yeah, it's just really emotionally, and, like, it's something that is that I felt very, it's very personal to me, and I think that's probably why it's my favorite one.
So, okay, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
I do shows on recovery and all that. Are you ever interested in the new year to do you talk about it? You want to do an interview?
Yeah, we could talk about it, of
And then we'll
course.
play that song, okay? And a couple of the others.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
that'd be
reach out
wonderful.
to you and
I'd
get you
love
a
that.
date for the new year, okay?
Yeah, Jerry, thank you.
Wow,
Yeah,
Ellis,
that'd be
that's
great.
amazing because I've interviewed a lot of celebrities and a lot of singers who were also in recovery, and that makes such an impact on people and that helps them. So thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'd love
So,
to be a part of that.
wow, okay. Wow. I'm a little choked up. I didn't expect that. Okay, sweetheart. So the mic is yours. I don't want you to get off and forget, say, oh, I forgot to say this. This was important. The mic is yours. And as long as you have the time, as long as you need, share with the audience anything you'd like to share.
Of course, yeah. I think we started the show talking about the hurricane, and so for starters, I hope that everybody that was impacted by that is okay, and is there's gonna hopefully people can provide a lot of support to help them, and I know that I'll be doing my part. Um, and a big thank you to Paula for organizing that. She's an incredible person. And a huge thank you to you, Jerry, as well, and Ruben, for having a platform, that you guys use to spread, like, positive things, like what Paula's doing. You're helping out artists as well, and it's like, it's incredible. It's amazing what you guys are,
Oh, thank you,
what
sweetheart.
you guys are doing for people. And a huge thank you also to, I mean, my manager Don. He's a great guy. He's out in Calgary, Alberta. Well, Cochrane, so a little bit outside of Calgary, Alberta, right now. And we talked about my moms. Well, we talked about one of my mom. Actually, I have two moms.
Oh.
But so shout out to them, and shout out to you guys, and anybody listening to this. It's been a pleasure to be on, and thank you so much for having me. If you guys want to follow along the journey, I got my Instagram. It's Ellis Schoel. I got my Facebook account, Ellis Schoel. I post all my stuff over there. And if you want to reach out, don't. I love chatting, so just send me a message. It'd be great to chat.
Well,
Yeah.
Alice, I want to thank you so much, sweetheart. This was more than I thought it was going to be. I knew you're an incredible singer-songwriter, but you're an incredible person. This is the first time we really got to share on a platform,
Yeah.
and I think
It's
you're
been incredible.
just. I think you are incredible. God is smiling down at you. Let me tell you, for so many reasons. So, again, I want
Cheers.
to
Thank
thank
you.
Paula for the introduction. Ellis, you're incredible, and this isn't over. And you're going to go far, kiddo, and get your,
Thank you, Jerry.
yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Amazing.
Producer,
Cheers. It's been incredible. Thank you so
Amazing.
much for talking and for today.
Amazing. Producer, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.